A nice damp, rainy day. This would be a perfect time to brew a Belgian beer. Enter the cluttered kitchen. Step 1. So we have our 8 gallons of water heating up right now. I think we discovered we need to go up to about 174. I'll check my notes. In order to get to a sparge of around 152. Cleaned out my mash tun. Gonna get some sanitizer ready in here. And let's check out the recipe, shall we? 15 pounds of Maris Otter, 1 pound Crystal 120, 1 pound Flaked Oats, 1 pound Belgian candy syrup, Pearl hops, Columbus hops, East Kent Goldings hops, Hallertauers, Centennial hops. Pour yourself a mimosa. Sit back and relax. Make sure you get this pig. You're gonna help me today. Right, G? The first thing you want to do is look at your grains. Is that a decent crush? Man, so. I don't have a mill though, so here we go. Put your grains in your bucket. This is 17 pounds of Maris Otter, Crystal 120. I'm going to put some Flaked Oats in there. And I believe we have some lightly roasted barley as well. Let's stick these guys on top. My strike water's a little too hot. I was planning to strike at 165. We're at almost 170. That's where you can add cold water. Let's go ahead and get started. So, we're at 8 gallons here at 170 degrees. Now I'm going to add water until the grain is about an inch below the water line. So let's get our big spoon. Start stirring. Almost exactly 5 gallons in there. Shall take the temperature. Pretty close to 155. Yep. Looks like we're at about 154, 153 and a half. Which is great. Let's sit for 1 hour. Ooh-wee. 40 minutes later. Just gonna have this little checkup. Some folks say not to stir the mash again. I read an article about how it gets somewhat better attenuation, so I tend to do it. Looking pretty, boys. Supposedly we're going to have an SRM of about 19. IBUs around the same. It's going to be like a Raging Bitch kind of. If you like that beer. It's going to be stronger than Raging Bitch. Ideally we're going for about a 10.34% beer. That's what we're shooting for. At some point in my life, I will stop making these super strong beers, like an amateur. That point is not today. Sweet, 152, still pretty good. To 40 minutes, I will take it. You'll be in beta amylase until from like 149 to 155, so we're probably fine. What? Alright, now we're down to the end of our timer. Temperature's no longer accurate in there, but I'm going to go ahead and turn him on. Because I need my 3 gallons of sparge water, which is what's left in here. I need that to be 178 or so, which is like very high end of alpha amylase. And this right here, I'm going to lauter and then sparge. So we have this very advanced lautering process we use called grab a colander and a pot and stick the camera in your mouth. Oh. 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 What we want is for it to run clear, so we're going to use the grain bed as a filter. So usually it takes 2 or 3 gallons. You just kind of recirculate the wort. Ooh, this SRM is much higher than I expected. Good thing this camera's waterproof. It's rolling on it. So this is looking better already. We've got a bazooka filter in here, and also I attached one in there. So hopefully we'll get some nice, clear, dark Belgian beer today. I'm just going to go ahead and lauter again without the camera on, because I'm drilling. Alright, so our beer is looking clearer. I think I'm going to go ahead and quit lautering and say that the grain bed is doing its job. Now we're going to have to do a couple of things in conjunction with each other. I'm going to fill up this pot here. At the same time, I'm going to heat my 3 gallon sparge water to 178 to 180. And I'm going to be filling this up as it's emptying. I'm going to be emptying that into a boil pot that I'll be heating at the same time. So I'm not sure if you can make it out, but our sparge water is at 166 right now. About 10 more degrees and we'll be ready to use that. Alright, so our predicted original gravity was 1.101, and I just typed in our readings here based on the hydrometer right there at 1080, a little over 1080 actually, and adjusted for the temperature at 152, and we have 1.101, so that's pretty exciting. Alright, so here's how we sparge in our kitchen. Is we'll take, now I took this sparge water out of this pot because it wasn't heating fast enough for me, I'm going to go ahead and use the colander method again. This is 181 degree water. So whereas the water that's already in there is on the south end of what will bring the sugar out of starch, this here is on the far north end. So I'm just going to make sure that those protein enzymes are chopped up as much as possible. It's a little sparge water. I got a couple more gallons to add. So the big pot is also at about 180 right now. So I'm going to go ahead and use that to sparge, just as you saw me do before with the pot and the colander. So let's do it. Hot pot. I'm just going to use all the water in this pot. Might as well have as much work as possible. And we'll just do that until the pot's empty. Uh-oh, towel on the stove. Alright, so because it's such a beautiful day, we are heading outside. I'm sick of this thing in my mouth. Head cam, it is. Alright, let's hope you guys have a good angle. Oh, we're letting that, So I put 180 degree water in there. I'm going to do a little batch sparge experiment. Just let it sit for a while. Start boiling with this wort we've already pulled off. We're at 1.101. How sweet is that?
Really sweet.
Is it? It's closed, right? Make sure you burn it to the bottom of the pot. And I'm just going to keep doing that until I get back up to about 6.5 gallons. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We've got that 180 degree water in here. I'm going to mix it up again. And I'm actually going to do a second lauter. And maybe I should leave this for about 15 minutes actually. I think I'll do that. Yum, yum. It smells so good. It's crazy. This would probably make a great IPA too. What I'm going to do is, I've already pulled off maybe 3.5, 4 gallons. So let's see where we're at alcohol wise. Yeah, it needs to be lautered. Looks like about 1040. Filming it so I can put it on my YouTube channel so all my friends can watch.
I know we'll watch it.
This is actually loutering.
And then you'll say, been there, done that.
Sarah, do you want to hold the colander for me while I louder this?
They're all the soap. So they're on here? This one?
Yeah, that's the one I was using. No, I'm gonna put it back in here. The big colander? You want a different colander?
No, I don't care. I just was wondering why you weren't using the big one. Oh my god! Time to clean the floor day. Floor cleaning day.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is not. Oh, look, it's barely fit. That's gonna be unstable. Nope.
What am I filming? The thing? Does it look like I'm filming the thing? Is that looking kind of clear to you?
Yeah. More than it was in the beginning. Yo.
Oh, are you still holding the calendar?
You.
So you saw I had that 15 pack of all day IPA?
Yeah.
Guess how much it cost me?
Oh, $24.
$11.
What?
Pretty awesome deal, huh?
How did you do that?
You can have it too.
Yeah. At
Amazing savings.
By Biltmore.
Yeah.
That's like super
You
cheap.
guys have got to go
Less
there.
than $1 a
I was
bottle?
like, you can't even make it
Incredible.
for that price.
At Hopi and Savings?
Hope you can post savings.
Alright, so we're dribbling. We're at like 10, 15. Here, I think they're already boiling. Let us see. Alright, we're shooting for 6.5 gallons. We are at 6 gallons. But we are on the propane burner, which means we'll come to a boil much quicker than we usually do. And I'm going to leave this underneath the cooler to continue to catch anything that might dribble out. So we'll go ahead and start our boil. And now we wait for the boil. Luckily, the sun has come out. We're going to have a nice brew day today. Right, look? Lucky. Gonna have a nice brew day? Huh? Yeah? Alright. Gonna add our Hallertau in a minute. Alright, Suki. What do we do when we have a vigorous boil? It's vigorous. We add 1 ounce of Hallertau hops for bittering. Ooh, German. See how the boil gets excited when you add hops? That's because it's awesome. So we're going to add a bunch more stuff in 45 minutes. So here's what we've got. It's been about an hour, not quite 45 minutes. We've got our chiller in there. I'm considering taking it out while I add the syrup, so I can really stir it up good. Let me find my spoon. Let me get back to it. Okay, so the spoon was in the grain. That's fine. Take it out of the spoon. Stick it in this wort. I have a filter in the bottom of this pot as well. Watch your copper, because your copper will get hot in the pot. What I'm going to do, stick this wort chiller in here for a minute. Just want to add the syrup. Oops. Don't need that in there. Take that out. Alright. There we go. Put the syrup in there. Send it around real good. Belgian. I want it to be floral, not spicy. So, adding some Perle and East Kent Goldings at the very end. Got the wort chiller here hooked up to the garden hose, so I'm going to have some assistance when that comes around. In a practice of the arbitrary, I have decided that East Kent Golding hops go in at 15 minutes, and the Perle hops go in at Flameout. So we're going to start with the East Kent Goldings. Very scientific here. I have no idea why this one's going in first. Just kind of made the decision. And then in 5 minutes or so, I'm going to add the Perle. So here we have the bubbling beer. About to turn on the wort chiller. Using the garden hose for the first time. I'm going to use the garden hose to clean out this mash tun. Propane's still going strong as far as I can tell. Yes, it's still hot. Still burny. Cool. So here's our very final addition. That means it's the end of the brew day, except for the chilling. I'm gonna go ahead and add it now. This is our Perle hops. Hopefully it will be completely floral. Lovely. Quite lovely. We're going to turn off the gas here. Thank you for treating us so well, Mr. Propane. Close him up. Make sure everything's going good over here. Oh, the hose jumps around a bit. Alright. That's how we're going to clean our mash tun. Better put a cap on him. Take this guy out. Alright.
Was it way dense here?
Down to almost 70. Look at that happy love. Look at that happy boy. Yes, he is.
Oh, you got the filter in there, alright. Shake it off. You're still gonna have a pea stain.
No matter how you shake and dance, you're still gonna have a pea stain. Okay, ready?
Yeah. That's the bottom. Alright, cool. No. Never.
Looks like the,
Yeah, you're gonna want to sanitize something at the bottom.
I think the hot matter probably clogged it. Yeah, we should have done it out of this.
Oh, it's getting clogged up.
Yeah.
What's clogged
I'm
up?
using a hot bag.
You try to not get your face in the video.
No, okay.
Oh, that's going well. We're coming down.
Smells like tea.
What's the field of view on this thing? Am I getting both of you guys right now?
Oh yeah, it's super wide. Worthless filter.
Oh, this thing is getting all.
Yeah, there's a lot of hot matter on the thing.
teaches you patience.
Get that sludge.
Fuck it. There's the
Bucket.
Then you take this.
You pour all of that in there?
Yeah.
You got to stir it up.
Well, I don't have any,
A little bit and then stir it
I
up.
don't have much room in there actually, so maybe I'll pour some of this out.
Careful. It's in suspension. It's awesome. Since we started reproducing the yeast ourselves, all of our brews are like $8 cheaper.
Oh, wow.
Because the yeast is the most expensive part. It's kind of crazy.
What do you mean you reproduce it yourself?
So when Ty makes a starter like that,
Then you put the sanitizer cap on.